All right, everybody, it's E3 season, and if you're like me, if you're a retro gamer, you're most interested in retro gaming related news. Particularly for me, I'm interested in anything new concerning the Atari VCS and the Intellivision Amico, the new systems that are supposed to debut next year, and both of them have made a little bit of news. So Atari has announced that the VCS is now available for pre-order, not just at their site, but at Walmart.com and at GameStop. And there's going to be exclusive colors at each site. So this is the wood grain that's available for pre-order at Atari's AtariVCS.com, Atari's main website. And let's see, if I go down here and I click the black, this is the Onyx Black model that's going to be exclusive to GameStop. And then here we have, I want to say this is Kevlar Gold, they said. This is exclusive to Walmart. I prefer the wood grain look of the original, but if I was going to pre-order, which I'm not, I'm going to wait to see how things shake out. But if I was going to pre-order, I'd rather pre-order at a Walmart or GameStop where you can trust their return policy. You know, they do returns very easily. And if the pre-order doesn't happen, you're probably more likely to get your money back more easily. I do think the VCS will come out. I also noticed that they've changed the name a little bit. As you can see here, it says pre-order the VCS 800. So there's a 400 and 800, and that reminds me of, their computers, the Atari 400 computer system. The 400 and 800 is probably a callback to that, but that is how much gigabytes of RAM they got. So the 800 has 8 gigabytes of RAM. The 400 has 4 gigabytes of RAM. You could see right now it is available for pre-order, as they said, at GameStop, but I haven't seen it at Walmart.com yet, but it was just announced, so maybe it takes a minute for the system. So you can see the 400 base model is $250. The classic joystick right here is $50. The 800 Onyx bundle is almost $400. $60 for the modern controller, and then the base Onyx is $280. So kind of high prices. So we'll see what they'll announce. Unfortunately, they didn't announce anything new in games, and that's what I really wanted to see or hear. What games you got? We know the Atari Vault's coming, but really not much more than that. So I want to hear more on the game front. Maybe they'll announce something soon, but I doubt we're going to hear anything soon. So the Intellivision Amico, they announced some colors of their systems. Now, they didn't say that this is the only colors that they will have available, but these are the colors they announced. So this is the limited edition wood grain version, and wood grain is popular with retro gamers, of course. I mean, if you could bottle wood grain water, like water that had shades of wood grain somehow, retro gamers would drink it. Wood grain is just that popular. This part right here and along the edges and around the circle of the disc, that I believe is all light up stuff, so the colors can change there, but nice gold and wood grain look. It's pretty sharp. This is called right here Obsidian Black. Now, this made me laugh a little bit. The blue that they're pairing with it. Now, that's just the light. The light can change colors, but it made me laugh, and I'm not saying that the Amico is anything like this, but it reminded me of the Retro VGS when they debuted the Retro VGS for their campaign, their Indiegogo. It had the same kind of black with a little bit of blue going on there. But of course, this is definitely a different product. It's definitely more trusted, in my opinion. This is called, Galaxy Purple. And then we have, which I call the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic bundle. That's what it reminds me of. We have the GTO Red, so kind of a race car theme perhaps. And then finally we have the Metallic Pearl. And now at some point in my life, I want to find a Metal Pearl. So those are the colors. Unfortunately, they didn't announce anything as far as games. They said that over 20 games would be made available to view, but you had to make an appointment. So maybe members of the press could view it. But unfortunately, they haven't released anything to the public. So that's kind of a bummer. They're like, hey, we're going to have 20 games playable, that you could see, but we're not showing anybody except a few secret individuals who know the handshake or door knock. And that's a bummer because from what I understand, they already made those available, but I haven't seen any pictures or seen any video. So I do look forward to hearing about that. They did announce that there's an Earthworm Jim game by the original creators. Of course, Tommy Tallarico, who's like the head of Intellivision Entertainment, he did the music for the original Earthworm Jim, so he got a bunch of his buddies. They're making a new exclusive Earthworm Jim game. That's pretty cool. I like Earthworm Jim. I think that is a bigger get than what Atari's produced, because all they've said is you can get Atari Vault, which you can get that for other systems. There's nothing exclusive yet. So, that's a point for the Intellivision Amico. Of course, still too early to call. We have to see some games, and how does it play and what is it like for both of these systems. I do think the Intellivision Amico has shown more so far in their limited time. Both systems are still slated to come out in 2020. And that's the news. What do you think? Are you excited about any of this? Do you like any of these colors of the Amico systems? Do you take, more comfort knowing that the Atari VCS is at pre-order with major retailers? Like, hey, maybe it will actually come out, because there's a lot of skepticism. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time on the next No Swear Gamer video.